everybody, welcome to my channel. Today's video is all about my top tips for getting yourself and your kids ready for that first day back at school. So previously I really underestimated how much preparation needs to go into getting your kids back into the school routine. Over the holidays we are pretty chilled with things like bedtime, wake up time, general kind of day-to-day routine things. So what I like to do is a week before our kids go back to school, I write a checklist for myself and I slowly work my way through it to make sure everything is done before they go back. The first thing that is always on my checklist is school uniform. We have two boys, so if you can imagine, their uniform is often holey, scuffy, covered in mud, just generally gross. So I have to go through it all and get rid of what I don't need anymore and mend anything that needs mending, or simply just buy new stuff. So I like to do that a good week before we go back to school, just so I have time to order anything that I need to order online or go into the school shops without being caught up in massive queues. I will use these amazing stick-in labels. For love nor money, or whatever washing liquid you use, they do not come off. I will link them below because every mum, dad, parent needs these in their life. The next thing I like to do is check for any outstanding homework. We are pretty chilled about getting the homework done at the beginning, so as it comes to the last week, we're kind of in a mad rush to get it all finished. So what I like to do is set them one task a day to make sure all their homework is complete on time. I will then go through any letters or activity forms that need to be filled out. I will write checks for them and I will get it all sorted out and put back in their school bags so they can hand it in on the first day back. What my kids really love doing, and they think it's a special treat, is we go on a trip to Poundland and they are allowed to choose all the stationery they need for that year. I find they look after it a bit better because they've chosen it themselves, and also if anything goes missing, I don't mind so much as it was only £1 in the first place, but I do more often than not tell them they have to rebuy it from their pocket money because they shouldn't have been so clumsy. Another tip of mine is a week before the kids start going back to school, I like to move their bedtimes forward by 10 to 15 minutes every night, so it's not such a shock to their system when they have to wake up early when they go back to school. Our kids normally go to bed in the holidays about 8:30ish, whereas usually in term time it's about 7:30. So when they go to bed at 8:30, they've been waking up a lot later. So by me moving their bedtime forward, it means they will wake up earlier, so it's just not so much of a big rush in the morning. No teacher wants a grumpy child when they go back to school. After the summer holidays, I also start talking to my kids about their new teachers, their new classrooms, just to make it a bit more familiar for them, because I think it can be quite daunting for them to go back and have a whole different school experience. Another top tip, which I need to actually use throughout the school term, is make sure your cupboards are stocked well enough for their lunch boxes. You need to make sure you've got bread, you've got sandwich fillers, you've got crisps, you've got yogurts, you've got everything there so you don't have to do quick dashes to the shop in the morning. My next tip is to make sure their school bags are ready and waiting at the front door the night before. I find that as it's so hectic getting everything else ready, that's one less thing I have to worry about, so we can just get everything else done, go to the front door, pick up our bags, and we are on our way. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you guys have any more tips to share with us, then please comment below. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye!